This place is 6,000 years old.
We have the foundation from volcanics, the seats all made. You see the entrance always used to be in the second floor, the vomitoriums, nothing from the third floor. Few pillars of the scenery remains. I mean, the archaeologists just brought them up like this, but it's all remains from the scenery, those pillars. So that's the theater. We are going to change. People always in a bathhouse used to walk with some cotton on them or linen or something to cover themselves. Always, people never walked naked in a bathhouse. Always you cover yourself. Is to support the floor because the steam came through the floor. The steam came in a channel made from good marble or a limestone. And they used to heat the water under with the wood into the heater, and then the steam came through the floor. Okay, the floor was above of those pillars. They have a little cracks, like in the floor, and the floor came. They just to support the floor, and then the steam came through the floor. Sometimes they had tiles on the wall, and it came through the tiles. Now, bathhouse was very important because, let's say, if you wanted to be up to date with the latest, this is a place to come. And you can get, you can say the word gossip is the same thing. No newspaper, no newspaper, no radio. A place to be up to date, is a bathhouse. The Roman historian, when you read what they wrote, what they heard in a bathhouse, is always really interesting. And you can see he's illustrating here. Changing place is for resting and also changing. And then the palestra, the gym, the 3 different rooms, and also by bathhouse always you can trim your hair, get a massage. The one who provide massage not necessarily that fat. That is restoration is not necessarily. You want to ask something? I'm sure you want to ask something, yeah?
On a picture.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's when looking on a picture. I'm sure women. Wanted to ask some questions.
It's in my head. I'm not going to ask.
Ask it because it's always this question always came.
Water.
What?
The woman who wasn't allowed to use the bathhouse. They had their own.
Yeah, the women, let's say an educated women used to be where those days? At home.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, at home. And it was considered very uneducated for women wandering in a street. Barbarian used to do it, but not educated women. And when you think about it in historical terms, the change made not long ago, from beginning of our century, the women started to go into the circle of walking, of working, and so on. So the change has made historically, not long ago. Okay, but then you still see it. Yeah, women. At home they used to heat the water, and they used to to wash themselves and have at home. But into the bathhouse is a man who used to come. Let's go. We'll go from this side. The main street, north-south in every Roman town. The main street. Cardo, not corridor, cardo. Let's say the English word cardiologist, coming from the same Latin roots. It means the heart of the town. The heart of the town. And see how the cardo was built. Okay, here in the middle is for the chariot, and on both sides used to be a walking street. The walking street was covered, and what used to be next to it? Next to the walking street in the middle of the city, what used to be? Sonia, what used to be in the middle of a town?
I'm trying to wonder what used to be.
What are you looking when you are coming to a city? What are you looking for in the middle of the town? To the shops, of course, to the shops. Yeah.
The temptations.
Yeah, to the shops. And not only also food. Yeah, also food and all those. Yeah, and of course, temptation used to be along the main street. That's how Cardo was built in every Roman towns. Yeah, in the middle is all similar. in the middle for the chariot. By the way, in the middle, the sewage was flowing in the middle. It was covered, but the sewage was flowing in the middle. Chariot, and on the both sides, walking street with shops. Now here, you see here, those definitely came from the theater because of the earthquake. Just found here, but it's definitely from the earthquake. This is a mask. You know, they used to appear with mask. The name of the mask in Greek, persona. Let's say the English word personality is actually derived from the name of the mask, which is it's persona. It's per through sound. Per sound. Okay, because they used to emphasize sadness, happiness, all with a voice. That's how the name came of the mask, persona, per through sound. Yeah, sona, sound. Here you see the face of Dionysus again. He was a Greek god of the theater, the festival, the drunkenness. Okay, Dionysus. So that's his face. Let's come from here to see one more thing. Yeah, we're standing on the middle. Here, you can come a little bit over so people behind. You see here those stones, yeah? And it looks like it's made yesterday. Okay, so what actually we are seeing here, we are seeing two layers. We are standing here on the Roman Byzantine street made for mosaic floor. In the beginning of 8th century, Muslims' time, they decided to renovate the street. And that's the stones the Muslims put in the beginning of 8th century. But why it looks so new? Because the earthquake, beginning of 8th century, is already all destroyed. Not many people were able to walk on it. So it remains almost new. Those Muslim street from 8th century. You can see another piece of it over there. Yeah, over there you see another. You can see here. We started to cover all the foundation here, yeah, with the new stones. This is all for Muslims. 8th century. Okay, and this is a Byzantine. They made it in the 4th century, actually, in the 4th century.
Can I ask you a question, Oscar?
Yeah?
Why would they need a chariot if that road just goes from there to those
What do you mean? The
stairs?
chariot is in the middle.
Yeah, but how long is that? Does that road
What
continue and
The
continue?
chariot, people bring all food and all this, you know, into the town. And the chariot was not on this one. The chariot
Yeah,
on this
on that
is
one.
on that one, yeah.
Yeah, but what
And you
I'm
have to
saying
go.
is-
And the entrance is way over there. The
Okay,
entrance is on
that's
the
it.
gate. You
That's
remember
it.
from the model.
Okay, great.
So this might be the end of it.
PG, you gonna climb that hill with me, darling?
What used to be next to it? What are all those rooms? The Gucci of those days, because it's all decorated with a beautiful mosaic. In 1995, one of the most beautiful mosaic and unique mosaic piece was stolen. And the mosaic, in the middle of the mosaic was Tyche, was a Roman goddess of the good fortune, and she kept the cornucopia. And that was stolen. They have a little, they just copy it, but has not been found until today. And then all the mosaic pieces was taken to the museum. But all of them decorated with a nice mosaic. It means people have more money they can spend on mosaic and so on. Well,
These original stones are the white volcanic stones.
of the three main street. Okay, one is the corridor which we were walking. The second one, you see the second street here. The second street is more like west-east. The Roman name is Dokamenos for west-east. And the third one is leading here to the left into the exit or entrance, yeah, to the Jordan Valley. That